Hello Alfie.
Hiya Bob.
How are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Very good to see you.
And you?
You looking forward to today?
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Should be great. Look at this magnificent chap. He's fantastic, isn't he? Now there's a shot for you already, Alfie, yeah? As soon as he walks through the door, perfect.
If he opens his eye.
He's got a hard life, hasn't he? I first became aware of Alfie's work through social media. He had just released his movie with Water Bear, which I thought was a fantastic piece of work, lovely little film and a great story. And a couple of months later he announced that he was working with Castle Fine Art, obviously who I'm with, so I thought brilliant, we've got somebody on board that shares the same sort of conservation ideas and concepts, so it's great to have somebody on board with the same interests.
First became aware of Bob's work a few years ago when I found Castle, and then I was really attracted to the bright colours of his work, and I've followed him ever since. I first met Bob a few months ago when I was doing a signing at headquarters. It was really great to meet him and show him the proofs of the new book. Yeah, we started talking about a collaboration that day, and then we've been thinking about it ever since.
I've wanted to be a wildlife artist since I was a little boy, and I think around 1990 I started picking up copies of BBC Wildlife magazine. I was really interested in the headlines, so that sort of spurred me on to push forward with my artwork and become involved in conservation. But you know, being an artist, a wildlife artist of any type, you're sort of going to have to do something with conservation. You can't really ignore it. But I was always one of these kids that used to play with a lot of animals. Well, my friends used to play with action men, Star Wars. I was always the guy with a collection of little plastic animals, and it's just carried on from there. So yeah, really young I was involved with wildlife art, but sort of early 90s when I started taking an interest in conservation. Yeah, what about yourself?
So mine was when I was a lot younger, maybe 2 years old. I started going to the local zoo. I've had a season ticket for 22 years now. Sort of became my escape from the bullying and everything, and we'd go there for an escape. And then I got really passionate about animals and reading all the conservation information that they displayed in the zoo, and then the love for it grew from there, really.
Fantastic, yeah.
Stand up like I did to the bars here.
Yeah.
Show it to him down there, lift it up, and then you just put in that top bit through
Okay.
the mesh. Okay, you don't have to put your hand right up against it.
Yeah.
He is, as you see, he's going to open his mouth quite wide, and then he's going to chomp down on it. All you need to do is let go. Don't need to play tug of war or push it through or anything with him. Just let it go. He'll do all the work that side. That's it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Stand up in front of me. Yeah. That's it. Go a bit further forward.
Yeah.
You reach up a bit.
Yeah.
That's it. Push it through.
Wow. It's claws. Enjoy that, right? So Alfie, what is it you admire the most about the Big Cat Sanctuary?
I really admire their passion for the species, and also their passion for keeping animals in captivity, and the importance of breeding them in captivity, and the fact that they only live in half the habitat that they used to live in, and that habitat's just going to continue shrinking. So.
Absolutely, yeah. What I like about it is, you know, the transparency of where the funding goes, the passion of the staff. That's really important to me. But it's the, like you say, in the breeding program is really important. If the species is in a chance of becoming extinct, then they've got like a reservoir of DNA to help that restart that species, and that's probably the most important thing, I think. Yeah. Well, obviously we both share a great passion for the Big Cat Sanctuary, and through their biodiversity and their genetics work that they're doing to continue even further endangered species, we thought the collaboration would be really good as a way of making a stunning piece of work that creates themes of conservation and starts a conversation about that.
I'm hoping the collaboration will raise awareness of big cats and the plight they're facing in the wild, but also raise some funds for the Big Cat Sanctuary and the conservation efforts out in the wild.
Alfie and I are so passionate about the work of the Big Cat Sanctuary, we're willing to donate 100% of our royalties to help further their efforts and help endangered species.
So I'm really pleased to be donating my royalties from this piece to the Big Cat Sanctuary to aid their efforts to conserve the big cats.